Welcome back to Iron Man Minecraft. So if you missed the last video, you do not need to catch up. I'll just explain what happened. For starters, we got to Mark 1, unlocking all sorts of cool basic. For example, now, I can do that, which is pretty cool. But frankly, I would like to fly. So our first mission is to get 2 more iron so I can make boots, and then I can upgrade to Mark 2. No, I was about to go mining entirely normally. However, I had an idea. Oh, it can't destroy stone. So that ended up being way easier than expected. And now, as this day comes to the close, we craft the final part. And now we awake to the new dawn of day 5. Alright, here goes. Yeah, I can fly. So now that we can fly, not only does this allow for far more combative opportunities, but it also means that travel is going to be way easier from now on. Granted, I'm still not at my maximum amount of power. I need to get a few marks up before I can do a unibeam blast, which will be very useful for fighting stronger mobs or just destroying a crowd. You know, let's test out our abilities in a new setting. Oh, that really sucks bad. Well, if there's any if there's anything Iron Man-y for me to do, it would be stopping these guys. All right, let's really scope out what we've got to do here. So it doesn't seem like there's any here at the moment. So they might be in that tower. There's a fucking kangaroo. Carrots. Experience. I'll take a crossbow. Dark oak. I'll take these, I guess. Why is it impossible to get down there? Oh, never mind. There's a bunch up here. This is the most interesting cherry biome I have ever seen. I don't have interesting terrain off. Ooh. Ooh, now this is peak exploration right here. Now granted, my mining is slower while I'm flying, so I'm just gonna squeeze in here real quick. Well, I can always come back. I think this is a good amount of iron for now. So, what we gotta try to do next is get diamonds. However, I don't really want to go mining, so I'm gonna see if there's another way I can perhaps attain some. Like, I'm really thinking, like, we find a ravine, you know? Ah. Okay, well, this one's closer. Day 5 is starting to come to a close, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna have to sleep in the village overnight. I mean, I don't know it's a village, but I greatly assume it's a village, because that's the only way I know that mod works. It should be at about 2,000. You know, I'm starting to think that sign lied to me in some way, and yet with just a little more persistence. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I thought we'd both appreciate it being set today. Geez, these guys are poor. And I'm talking like capital P poor. And there we go. I'll take gold, why not? And now we land as this past day comes to a close and we enter the new one. You know, I was thinking about it while I was building this house, but like how often in a YouTuber's like sped up building thing do you see like a mistake be made? And I was thinking like, oh, maybe, it's just because they're so skilled. But also I realized I probably don't pay enough attention to what they're actively doing at any specific, 0.5 seconds that they're building something, to actually, like, recognize if they were to make a mistake. Like, I'm never paying that much attention to a green build, and in fact, I think I have seen a few mistakes, or at least, like, revisions, because, sometimes you don't make a mistake, but you don't want to change something regardless. I do really feel like, changing things in art, whether that's, like, typical art, but also, like, building, because you are, expressing yourself in a way. I feel like that, good revisions can be very good. And of course, some builders make more revisions than others. Sometimes, I've known some people who, like, always immediately, very first try, always getting it right, which is, like, astonishing, right? But honestly, I guess I just didn't pay enough attention. Maybe I will next time, just to see. I mean, I'm sure you'll eventually see, and actually by now I've made a few already. But, generally, like, I've made quite a few mistakes in my time as a builder, and it would make sense for even, some of the best people to do that as well. Although I do have the advantage here of being able to fly with my Iron Man shtick, it makes it a lot friggin' easier, I'll tell you that much. Do you ever wonder, like, how many blocks you've ever placed in Minecraft? Like, if you're an avid player, right? How much do you think you've placed? Like, genuinely, tell me in the comments, because I'm real curious. Because I couldn't tell you. Thousands, millions, maybe. Definitely a lot. It's not going to be like 50 or anything. This house alone is, like 500. If not now, it'll be over that when I'm done with it, Like, it's wow, Like, think about the amount of blocks you've placed, let alone, destroyed, and, like, the mobs. Like, your world can track that on its own. But you don't, I doubt you have every world that you've ever had, played on, or, even access to other servers you've played on. Like, that's crazy, isn't it? To think that you've made such a profound, like, digital fingerprint on so many different things, and, you don't even know. You don't even know. Like, consider that. How much of an effect you've made on any server you've played on, even if it was only for a mere moment. Like, just take a time to reflect. Alright, so a good bit of progress has been made on the house, which I'll just finish it up next episode, or maybe between episodes. Probably in the next episode, though. Because I don't have a lot of time and I'm gonna need footage for it. But I'm gonna show how, asshole. I do think this is a good spot to stop until next episode. Next episode, we'll be moving on to Mark 3 by getting another diamond, and we'll probably be finishing up this house. I have quite a few videos on this channel. For example, if you like Marvel stuff, I do have a series called SUPER-SMP on my channel. But if you just like general superhero stuff and you don't want to see a whole storyline thing, I do have a Minecraft Ben 10 Manhunt series. But I have been Eris. Like and subscribe!